What is yoga? Yoga means unity. Yoga doesn't mean doing some posture or twisting your body. Yes, there is a branch of yoga that uses asanas, the postures, and it's called Hatha Yoga. But I'd like to focus on 4 other branches which I feel are very important to be aware of and know about on this journey towards self-realization. The 4 branches are Kriya, Bhakti, Jnana, and Karma Yoga. Kriya means technique. It is a technique to balance your body, mind, and life energies and rise to higher levels of consciousness. From my experience, and the practice used was Shambhavi Mahamudra, in which you first use asanas, postures, to balance the body. Then you use pranayams, breathing techniques, to still the mind and make it one-pointed. Then you use bandhas or energy locks to gain control and lock your energies and chakras in certain ways. It takes a long time before you establish balance in your practice and then can do it with higher intensities. I don't know that well, but I read that Kundalini Yoga has some practices from Kriya. But Kriya uses these asanas and certain techniques to activate the prana, which is your life energy. So, if you are someone who is all Kundalini this and Kundalini that, I suggest you get properly initiated and well taken care of and taught how to do Kriya. Kriya is not something that you search up how to and then start doing. At least not very intensive practices. It needs you to be initiated into and someone to make sure you truly understand and in what way you do it. Otherwise, it can be more harmful than helpful for you. I suggest looking up Sri M or Sadhguru on YouTube. I don't necessarily know about any other masters teaching Kriya unless you run into Babaji. Next one is Bhakti Yoga, and that is the path of devotion, your faith, love, surrendering yourself to the divine. It is a selfless devotion, serving the will of God instead of one's ego. When you see satsangs, gatherings, where people pray and chant or sing for the divine, doing prayers while surrendering themselves or expressing unconditional love to every manifestation of the divine, Swami Sivananda writes, Bhakti softens the heart and removes jealousy, hatred, lust, anger, egoism, pride, and arrogance. The devotee is freed from the samsaric wheel of births and deaths. It infuses joy, divine ecstasy, bliss, peace, and knowledge. All cares, worries, and anxieties, fears, mental torments, and tribulations entirely vanish. The devotee is freed from the samsaric wheel of births and deaths. He attains the immortal abode of everlasting peace, bliss, and knowledge. Quite beautiful, huh? Jnana Yoga is the path of knowledge and self-realization. It's awareness of absolute consciousness. In Jnana Yoga, the mind is used to inquire into its own nature and to transcend the mind's identification with its thoughts and ego. It is the path of self-inquiry, and in my experience, the last piece that was missing. The Gnani's seeing of the unreal can be so strong, it burns away your whole ego in an instant. Your seeing of that which is unreal can have such fire about it that everything gets burned. Karma Yoga is path of action. Karma means action. In this sense, it's a selfless action performed for the benefit of others. some kind of service. Karma yoga can be very hard due to the ego taking credit for all the action. But once you forget yourself and put others and their benefit before yours, it will become yoga. Karma yoga is very fulfilling, and many of you can experience how fulfilling it is when we do things for others without getting anything from it. Doing service and losing yourself into doing, ultimately losing yourself in the action, is karma yoga. When you see people in families take care of someone who is very ill and they get nothing from it, but still take care of their loved ones, that is their karma. But it is only karma yoga when they put aside their ego and its suffering or complaints and truly help with selfless action. Yoga simply means to be in perfect tune. When you are in yoga, your body, mind, and energy and existence are in absolute harmony. When your body and mind are in a relaxed state and at a certain level of blissfulness, you can be free of so many nagging ailments. When you know the oneness of existence, like you experience the 5 fingers of your hand, then we say you are in yoga. Yoga is the state of no mind. If you can be without the mind, without doing any posture, you have become a perfect yogi. That is the purpose of this body, the highest purpose, to use it to awaken to the truth of who you are. You are the universe expressing itself as a human for a little while. And in my words, being in yoga is being aware of your true nature, being aware of that you are not the body or any of the thoughts. You are not even the doer of action or thinker of thoughts. When you see that you are everywhere, you become beyond space. There is no beginning or end to you. When you see that you have always been, are, and never will stop being, you are beyond time and death. When you realize that all which you can see and be aware of is happening the same way the colors dance on the canvas, painting a picture, and you are the canvas somehow, effortlessly, with this dance of colors and life happening, and that you are one with it, that there is no seeker, no other people, no family or friends or enemies, no thinker, no doer, no world, no enlightenment, no goal, only the self, and then what arises from it, and you are the self. Then you are in yoga, and you are eternally happy beyond emotion and free beyond freedom.